it is, y'all. It's your old boy Pelican. I'm coming back today with another Danmachi video. Today we're talking about the new DanChro banners that just dropped. Now, I know a lot of you are waiting for some archive information. I'll cover that at the end of the video. But for now, let's talk about these new banners because these are weird. There's a plus and a minus to this. First things first, is it just weird that they extend these banners? I thought these banners were ending on the 19th. Now they're going to the 26th. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Maybe my memory's messed up. I didn't think these were going all the way through the month, but seems like they are now. But that would make sense because I think that's right about the 6-month mark. So that is what it is. Ain't worried about it. Doesn't matter. Not super important. We're here to talk about these banners. Now, these step-up banners are a mixed bag, and we've got to talk about it. But first things first, notice that you get a banner for attackers, a banner specifically for speed units, a banner specifically for supports, and I missed the defense, banner specifically for defense. So each style of unit is getting its own banner. And it is both important and a bit weird. So let's check this out. We're going to start with banner number 1. Now, the first hit on each banner is half price. It's not guaranteed SSR, but it's guaranteed SSR, or I'm sorry, it's not guaranteed UR. It's not guaranteed UR, but it is SSR or above. So you can't get an SR in the last slot of this banner, which is good, bad, whatever you want to call it. It's just same rates as always. They've just taken out the SR characters. So it is what it basically is. Now, step 2 is guaranteed UR. But here's the thing. You got to ask yourself, what do you mean guaranteed UR? Is it guaranteed to be an attacker? Is it guaranteed to be whatever? So, if we go into the gotcha details, we go to step 2. This is what kind of irks me about the banner. Let's go down to the 10th draw, because that's what we really care about, okay? This is draws 1 through 9. Here's draw 10, okay? It could be anything. Literally anything. And when I say anything, adventures, assists, it could be a scene card. That is right. You could hit that second hit. Go ahead, give me the adventure, give me the assist, give me this, give me that. You get a scene card. A scene card. That to me is obscene. No pun intended. No pun intended at all. That is foul. So, 10th draw is 1/3 scene card, 1/3 adventure, 1/3 assist. You have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a scene card. I would be mad. I'm not even exaggerating. I would be mad if I went to step 2 and got a bloody scene card in my last slot. I would be furious. Now, step 3, you get 5 of those limit breaking gems. So that's not too bad. Do 2 of those, that's a free limit break. It's actually pretty good value, okay? So it's like hit step 3 in each banner, and it's like the equivalent of a guaranteed UR. It's like half a guaranteed UR. That's really not bad. I can't argue with that too much. Now, draw 4 is where you really get into the good stuff. But draws 2, 3, and 4 are all full price. So take that with whatever you want to take that with. And draw 4 is where you finally like, okay, it's guaranteed to be an attacker. It's guaranteed to be an attacker. So you are going to be getting an adventure unit there. The 5th draw is interesting. So increased appearance rates for some UR characters. Okay? So when they say some, they just mean it's not going to be time limited. But if we go here to draw 5 is an interesting one. So let's go here, step 3, step 4, step 5. Okay? So let's go down to the 10th draw. So that's the 9th draw. The 10th draw here. So what they've done is it is any unit here, but just they've increased the rate. And it's actually not scene cards, which is really, really interesting. So it's only SRs, SSRs, and URs that are, in this case, attackers, and the defense 1 defense, so on and so forth, that are increased. So if we go up here to UR, we have a 0.7% chance for any attacking UR unit, which isn't bad. It isn't bad. Let's see what the actual numbers equate to. So we go up here. All right, so here's the 10th draw. So you have a 0% chance of getting a scene card because scene cards can't be attackers. You have a 3% chance, 1.5% chance of getting an adventure, 1.5% chance of getting an assist. So there you go. That is super nice. I like that. The fact they took scene cards out of this is kind of awesome. But is it worth it? I would say hit the first one on each banner at least. If you could do step 2, be cautious. These banners are around till the 26th, the same distance as the other banners. So the question then becomes, what do you do when you've got a situation like I've got, where the Haruhi banner, Haruhi, wrong character, wrong franchise. The Haruhi banner, 4 more hits and I can get her guaranteed UR ticket. But 2 hits equivalent of that, and I could do 40 draws, the same number of draws on the other banners. It's a tough call. It's a really tough call because every hit after that is guaranteed UR, and out of 4 hits, like, she's never guaranteed here whatsoever. Now, you do get a guaranteed UR ticket, but you're talking, in this situation for me, 4 hits here and I get 1 guaranteed UR. Where, granted, it is a guaranteed UR. Is it an adventure, an assist? Hold on, let's see. Guaranteed UR gotcha ticket. So, actually, you know what? Let's go back here. So here's the gotcha ticket. This is the actual gotcha ticket one. So we'll go to gotcha details and see, because that's what's going to make the difference here. So, blah, 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 blah. She's got a 50% draw rate. So it could be a scene card. It could be a scene card. It's a 50% chance of being Haruhime, but it's also a 25% chance, 1 in 4 chance of being a scene card, and that to me is mega questionable. Now, the other thing to consider here is the worth of the other URs, because you could get some, frankly, not great URs. There's some fantastic URs in there, but there's some questionable URs. Now, if you get like Otaro, you haven't had him, you're going to love him. He's great. He's not time limited. He is all around just a fantastic grab. Haruhime, I'm not completely sold on yet. I'm going to be totally honest. I don't know where she's going to lie in the long run of things. So it's a tough call. But if I was going to do this, I would do the first draw on each one of the other, each one of the step-ups first. Absolutely. Now, I'm a bit low on selas, but a lot of that's just because I haven't been farming. We're going to get a ton of it on logins and things like that. We have a ton. So you can go back here to the news. We've got a ton of login bonuses and things like that coming. So, we don't have a lot to worry about. Get 3,000 seals at login. Look at all those memory crystals. We obviously have Uncharted Battlefield is back. We'll talk about that here probably tomorrow. There's those. There's the escape from the friggin' Toad. So there are things happening here. There are things happening here that are interesting. But I'll be real, guys. I just don't know how I feel about the long run of those banners. Let me know what you guys think. The one thing to consider, a lot of people are comparing this still to DanMemo, and I want to just say equivalently, 1 UR in this game is worth 6 URs in that game. So do consider that when you are comparing the two. Limit breaking in this game is not as vital as it was in that game. You could be very competitive with one of any unit. And I've said that before, and I've said that multiple times, and I have to keep reminding people of that for the next 6 months, because whenever I drop one of these videos, people are going, oh. All right, so let's talk archive real fast. I had taken a little bit of time away because the archive really burned me out. I have a lot of data that I have to siphon through and archive and all this stuff. I talked a little bit last week about how I'm going to great lengths to try to improve the visibility of some of the stuff I'm bringing out. I want to make sure that when I bring you guys some of this data, that it looks as good as it could possibly look. In fact, specifically with the outfit stories, I've got a really cool idea for a way to animate that and make it look really pretty. Unfortunately, that is something that's going to take some time. I've had a very busy week in my personal life. You guys know I didn't stream last night, unfortunately. I was off taking care of a friend who had some outpatient surgery and just needed somebody there to help him out with some stuff. And by the time I got home, I literally had a raging headache. I was just tired, and I couldn't stream. I would not have been entertaining to watch last night. I was miserably, at least my head was just pounding. I was just miserable. So I do apologize for that. But I'm working hard to bring you guys some more stuff. I do apologize for a bit of a delay in the content here, but I do have a free weekend coming up, so I will be picking up a lot of that stuff, getting the editing back on track. So we will start rolling out more of that stuff. It's just going to be a little slower only because I have so many projects in the works, and it's just a busy time in life for me. But, like that is pretty much now behind me, thank goodness. So thank you all so much for your patience. Thank you for your continued support. I will be back with more DanChro, more DanMemo archive coming. Got a lot. I have easily probably a month's worth of content at the rate at which I plan to roll it out. I have some re-edits that I'm going to throw up here. You guys have alerted me to some issues in the previous uploads. I'm going to correct those. It's a ton of work. And to let you guys know, for those of you that were literally asking about it before, I had to buy a new hard drive for all this because my first hard drive I bought wasn't big enough. And I literally had to buy one that was 4 times as big as I thought I needed. So, and then I got it home and tried to install it the next day, and then I found out that the drive was faulty. I did 4 hours of troubleshooting because I didn't believe in 2024 you could buy a drive and have it DOA, but lo and behold, that's what it was. So it's a ridiculous situation. We'll talk about it next live stream. I will be back live streaming on Sunday. I did plan to do one tonight. It didn't come together just because timing and all that stuff. But we will be back with more archive. We will be back with more DanChro. We've got all kinds of stuff coming up for you guys. So don't go anywhere. I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate you guys' support. I promise you, your patience will be paid off. Thank you guys so much as always. Catch you on the next one. And have yourself a wonderful evening and good luck if you plan to summon.